Yes, a penny, not a cent.
That's an actual penny.
Yes.
That's not a cent.
Yes.
It's a penny.
This is James Seago with QA Check, and you are listening to The Coin Show.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
This is Ilya Leonov, and you're listening to the Coin Show Radio. Buckle in for an hour of adventure as we once again take you into the wonderful world of coins.
I love that guy.
Yeah, it's like chocolate rain.
It is. So, anyways, man. So, we get mail, we get comments on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/thecoinshow, on our private group in Friends of the Coin Show. And, every once in a while people still do it the old-fashioned way and email us.
Yeah.
Mike at coinshowradio.com or Matt at coinshowradio.com. And every once in a while, some of them, I love to answer them on the show, but every once in a while, one of them kind of strikes me, and I just think this is more entertainment than anything.
Oh,
so
Lord.
we got an email from Richard Van, who writes, update. I have listened to episodes 1 through 99 in 3 weeks.
Binge listening.
First off, yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, really, seriously, stop.
I don't.
Put the
Did he
podcast
start at
down
1?
and back away slowly. I have no idea.
God, I hope
Put
not.
the podcast down and back away slowly. Okay, it's like, take a breath. We love the fact that you listen, but I mean, it's like you have to do other things.
Hey, that's cool.
3
though.
weeks. 3 weeks. He
must
blew through.
Be in the car
episodes.
a lot or something.
Awesome. Hey, God love him. He says, I bought the Red Book, a loop, and a 1967 U.S. Special Mint set, which is his birth year, when visiting my first coin shop. My interests seem to be narrowing to pre-1934 coins at this point, so what would be considered before modern coins.
Yeah, Team Matt.
Right, Team Matt. Mostly coins that don't exist anymore, like half cents, large cents, half dimes, etc. So obsolete coinage is of interest to him, which I really think is cool. No sacks or Ikes for me. Well, it's okay. They're more for the Ike eaters, More meat for the meat eaters.
Oh,
Episode 97 has me taking a first look at gold coins as well. I just wanted to let you know I'm blitzing through the podcast and educating myself before I start building a collection.
What a smart
Bravo.
fella.
I really, really love, well, he's listened to 99 episodes of our show. How smart can he be? I really, really like the show, and I hope you keep it going for a long time. I really like the education aspect of your show. The research that you both do and the history of the U.S. that is entwined in the coins is very interesting to me. I'm probably not going to read all of what Mike reads, so thank you for boiling it down and putting it into audio format. Richard Van, Lafayette, Colorado. P.S. Mike, I notice the sound of your mouse clicks more these days. New microphone? First world problems, right? Which, I mean, is so true. It's like if you listen really hard, you can hear more chair squeaks, and you can hear we have 100% more mouse clicks, and it's because my computer took a dump. Okay, it's completely gone. I have to replace the motherboard in it, and so I'm using my son's computer for the last couple of months, and he's got this gaming mouse, and it's like so super loud. And it's like every time I click on anything, it's just like, I might as well be putting the microphone right up next to
it. But that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. I think that pre-1934 coins are awesome. They're very cool. There's a lot there to collect. I am also a fan of obsolete coinage or obsolete denominations like half cents and half dimes and stuff like that. I think that they're particularly cool. Something that might spark your interest even further is if you go back farther enough into U.S. Mint history, you'll find coins that actually had their weights either reduced or enlarged, and those kind of collecting as type can be really cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All those bust quarters, and dimes that are two different
I
weights from the
love
70s.
typesets.
Yeah. Typesets are
They are.
excellent.
They're fun.
But I was a type collector, so, go figure.
Yeah, but like I said, I can't hammer on how awesome typesets are because you get one of everything. If you don't like one, you only got to buy one. If you do like one, you can go collect them on elsewhere as well. So, I'm fond of them.
Yeah, for me it was nice because it wasn't getting bogged down in
Yeah,
anything.
and you get to learn a little bit about all of them.
I did. I got to have a more broad just knowledge
Yeah.
base, and that has served me pretty well. It's just what I like to do. We also have another email from Justin, Polar Bear 82.
Okay.
He writes, "Hi, Mike and Matt. I stumbled upon United States Philippines coinage.
Okay.
It started in 1903 and ended in the 40s. I'm wondering how hard it would be to put together a year and mint mark set of copper and silver coins. Why do we start minting their coins in 1903? Is there any fun facts about this coinage? It has some beautiful art on them. Second possible topic, Cuban coinage, minted in the United States.
Interesting.
This one, I just can't find as much info. And in some books, it's a part of U.S. territories coinage. Thanks, guys. Keep up the great podcast, Justin."
Well, thank you, Justin.
So these are some possible topics for us to cover in the future. I think Philippines coinage is probably an interesting subject that we could cover.
Yeah.
You're asking why we started making their coinage in 1903. I will give you a one-word answer. Can you do it in less than one word, Matt?
Protectorate.
Imperialism.
Same thing.
Yeah. See Guam in American Samoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, we were their big friend.
Yeah, we had to be their big friend and make sure that they had protection
Yes.
from all the bullies on the block.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So these guys wrote. They wrote to me at mike@coinshowradio.com. Have you gotten anything interesting lately, Matt?
I believe I've got both of those emails as well, but
Yeah.
nothing
So
that you haven't.
You're
got.
right. You are correct. They wrote to Matt@coinshowradio.com and Mike@coinshowradio.com. We have this note from Nicholas Meyer. Greetings from Des Moines, Iowa. He's corn fed.
Iowa.
Yeah, he's Midwest. He's corn fed. You got Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa check.
My kind of people.
My name is Nick and have been collecting coins and paper money for about 7 years and enjoy collecting mostly for the historical value.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a 27-year-old newly married man, so I don't have near as much money for my growing collection as I would like.
Just wait till the kids come along.
Yeah, really. Just curious. Just curious what your thoughts are on purchasing on eBay. I feel as if eBay is tough to trust and item conditions tougher to judge from pictures. Also wondering what your thoughts are on paper currency collecting. I know this is a coin show podcast, but it would be interesting to hear some general thoughts on the subject. Really enjoy the show and look forward to the next. There you go. Thanks, Nick Meyer.
Well, Nick.
As far as eBay goes, yeah, just be really super careful when you buy anything on eBay.
Well,
and do not, absolutely, if anything, do not buy stuff that you're not well educated on.
Well, kind of a decent way to deal with eBay is if it's not certified, don't buy it. I mean, if you don't really know what you're looking at or you're not comfortable enough with purchasing raw coins on eBay, which I've seen a lot of people get burned there, I would recommend just sticking with the certified stuff.
But I also think that a lot of people use eBay as like their way of wading in and
oh, I agree. I mean,
and they do a lot of stuff blindly and in many cases uneducatedly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up blaming the sellers when it really is more incumbent upon them to know what they're buying, where it should be priced, and what to look for in a good or bad. And if you're not sure and you really can't seek any out, then start with really low-priced ones and look at some and learn about them.
Yeah, and it's kind of a minefield too. I mean, there's a lot of counterfeit stuff. There's a lot of even counterfeit slab stuff. So make sure that you really do your homework there. So overall, it's great. I sell a ton of stuff on there through the store. But it's one of those things that you just, with anything else, if the deal seems too good to be true, it probably is.
That probably is.
And just make sure you do your due diligence.
Yeah, if somebody's selling a 1913 Liberty nickel for $10 starting bid,
Run.
probably not good.
Yeah.
So those are our listener questions, and we really, really appreciate people that write in and they comment. If you have comments or questions at coinshowradio.com, Mike at coinshowradio.com, Matt at coinshowradio.com.
This is Dennis Tucker from Whitman Publishing. You're listening to The Coin Show.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are. So, Matt.
Yes, sir.
I'm a book guy. And
Yes,
I
you
think
are.
anybody that listens to me talk for any more than 30 seconds knows that. And so, somebody was asking if we, if we do things that are not always coin related. And here's an example of a good segment where it's not necessarily coin related.
In a roundabout way.
Right. But these are books, and I think it's important that people read. These are 5 books that I think every numismatist should own. I asked Matt if he would prepare a list of 5 books that every numismatist should own, and I figured that we'd kind of go down the list because I'm guaranteeing you that our heads are going to be in the same place on at least the first one, if not even further than that. So the number 1 book that every numismatist should own would be, in my opinion, a copy of the Red Book.
Oh, I was going to say Coin Collecting for Dummies. No, I'm just kidding. The Red Book, yes.
Yes.
In some shape or form, whether it's Mega Red or the professional edition or, just a standard Red Book.
Yeah, there are so many versions of the book that it's hard almost to avoid it in the hobby.
Yeah.
And although I want to make this very clear because we've said it pretty much every time we've covered this book, that although it lists prices, I wouldn't use it for a price guide.
No.
It is a good book, though, to give you relative value.
Yes.
From
you
one
can,
to
you can
another.
look down the list and see if all of the coins are $10 and then the first line on a coin is $100. That coin's probably better, but
yeah,
in reality, that coin may only be worth $50. So.
Right. So you got to be careful with that. But the absolute number 1 book every numismatist should own is they should own in some shape or form a copy of a guidebook of United States coins. That's the Red Book. You've seen it. There are books about collecting red books. It's the book to have.
It has its own collector's
Yes, yes. So the number 2 book on my list, and I think you probably will agree with me, is in some form or fashion, but I had to pick a specific book, A&A grading standards.
Yeah, I had photo grade.
Okay,
So.
photo grade, because that works off basically the same thing. Some book that helps you to grade the coins that you're looking at.
Yep.
It's absolutely essential.
Definitely. I mean, you have to have it. I mean, grading is very, very important and can determine if your coin's a $10 coin or a $100 coin. So.
Right. And I will say that that the standards themselves really don't change a whole lot. Your standards from we'll take for example like grading service standards might be a bit different than the A&A standards, and they are in certain places and on certain coins.
Yes.
But this is the hobby accepted A&A. It's the American Numismatic Association. It's our hobby organization. It is what they approve as the grading standards. And I think Whitman is on their 7th edition of the book right now. So in all these years, it's only been revised a couple of times. And that's mostly to do stuff like add color pictures and stuff like that. It's not really that they update the standards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've got a book that gives you relative value and a lot of information. I mean, tons and tons of information. And you got a book that teaches you a little bit about grading. My next book on this was PCGS Guide to Coin Grading and Counterfeit Detection.
Yep, that was actually my 4th. But
that was okay. So, what do you have for number 3?
I had. Let me get my list back up here. I actually had the standard catalog of world coins as number 3.
Okay,
because
fair.
I thought that in my particular situation, that is a book that I use a lot. If you don't collect world coins, then obviously, your list might differ. But yeah, that's what I had.
Okay, and to be fair.